And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Nearly every state in this country is seeing a surge in COVID-19 cases. It's a news that we did not want to hear when we felt like we were getting right back on track. Now, it's at a rate we haven't seen since earlier this year, specifically the month of January. There's been a 70% rise in positive COVID cases nationwide. So what is causing it? And will we be forced to shut it all down again? That's a question many people have concerns about at this point. We talked to our doctor for the latest in this COVID-19 update.
And joining us now here on The Factor Uncensored to talk about this disturbing trend when it comes to COVID-19 is Dr. Danish Ali with Arch Point Pain Institute. Dr. Ali, we have seen an increase in all 50 states in the number of the positive COVID cases. Why are we seeing this increase?
So folks are becoming more comfortable, Isaiah. We're noticing a trend downward of the vaccinations right now. The folks that were going to get vaccinated have gotten the vaccine, and they've gotten both of the dosages. However, there is a certain population of folks that have not. In those population, they are more out in the streets now that things have opened back up. And because of that, that's what's causing that increase in numbers that we're seeing.
Now, what we have seen, though, is the number of deaths in this country, they haven't risen significantly yet, though, right?
That's correct. What we've seen, and this happened before as well during Christmas time, Isaiah, is that there's a lag of the number of deaths as a result of COVID versus the hospitalizations. And so we are seeing an increase in the hospitalizations, which will eventually equate to a number of increased deaths as well. It's just that research hasn't been published yet. And this is just breaking news in terms of the numbers rising again, the hospitalizations increasing again. I was just talking to one of my ICU colleagues, and he was telling me how their beds in the ICU hospital itself have increased tremendously in terms of patients that have COVID. And because of that, we're continuing to see that increase. And now, as the research is going to be published, we'll start seeing the deaths coming out of it as well.
I also talked to a friend who is a doctor, and he said he saw 8 patients over the weekend, all positive tests, all younger people who have contracted COVID-19. Is there that sense of invulnerability with young people out there?
I think it's that, their reluctancy to get the vaccine. I think there's a bit much different factors that go into this, Isaiah. But regardless, we are seeing that streets, the restaurants are opening up, the bars, the restaurants, clubs, they're all opening up now. And because of that, we're starting to see that increase in trend. And those are where these youngsters reside as well. And so that, and then schools are going to be opening up in the next coming weeks. So we really need to focus on making sure that we can get as many people vaccinated. And if not, then we need to urge those people that are not vaccinated to continue to wear their masks, continue to practice safe distancing, all of the things that we've been saying, Isaiah.
We know the city of Los Angeles has reinstituted their face covering policy. Do we foresee school districts doing that again, saying, look, when your kids return to school this year, we may have to ask them to put on a mask?
I do anticipate that happening in certain districts, Isaiah, and I think it's the right thing to do at this time, especially because we're noticing this trend in the young adolescent crowd, the teenage crowd. And so, yes, I do think that is on the horizon, and I think it is beneficial because these kids end up going back to their parents at home, and the parents may have other medical comorbidities that may put them at a higher risk for death and higher medical comorbidities.
Now, Dr. Ali at Arch Point Pain Clinic does believe the key to fighting this trend is mask up if you are not vaccinated. And most importantly, do the research yourself and determine if the vaccine is right for you, because that will truly make a difference in this fight against COVID-19.